Hello friends, today we are starting miscellaneous exercise 5. Already from question number first we have completed 10 examples. In question number first multiple choice questions are there. Now we are starting example number 11th. In this example, magnitude of a bar is given to us 3. Suppose that one vector is given to us. Let one vector is there a bar is one vector. If I am multiplying to this vector say by plus 5, then we will get a new vector whose magnitude is how much? 5 times of a bar. So 5 times, what is magnitude of a bar here? 3. So its magnitude of 5 a bar will be equals to what? Then 5 times means 5 3s are what? 15. If we are multiplying to this a bar by say minus 5, then we will get a new vector minus 5 a bar. But its magnitude, minus sign simply shows what? Direction of these two vectors are opposite. But magnitude is how much? 5 times of a bar. Minus sign simply shows the direction. Magnitude means what? Length. Length cannot be negative. So that's why magnitude of this vector is also equals to 5. Means 15. 5 times of a bar. Magnitude of a bar is what? 3. So 5 times of 3 will be equals to 15. Means the magnitude of 5 a bar or magnitude of minus 5 a bar are what? Equal. So remember these things. Now here it is given to us that k takes the values in between minus 2, minus 1 and plus 2, including minus 1 and plus 2. K takes the values in between minus 1 and plus 2. Now if we are multiplying to this, now the question is to find out what? Magnitude of k a bar. If we are multiplying to k by what? A bar, and we are finding magnitude of k a bar. Question is to find out magnitude of k a bar. Suppose magnitude of a bar is given to us 3. If we are multiplying here by 3, what will get? Minus 3 is less than or equals to k is less than or equal to 6. Just simply I am multiplying to it by what? 3. 3 means what? Magnitude of a bar. Now we are finding magnitude of k a bar. Magnitude of k a bar. So we have to consider which numbers which are positive, because magnitude cannot be what? Negative. That's why this in this interval minus 3 to 6 somewhere 0 also lies. So definitely whatever may be the magnitude of k a bar in between 0 to minus 3 will be the magnitude of k bar in between what? 0 to 3. Because just now we have seen that either the number is minus 3 or plus 3. Either the number is plus 5 or what? Minus 5. Magnitudes are equal. That's why we can say that magnitude will lie in between what? 0 to 6. 0 to 6. That's why we can say that first option will be the right. So magnitude is there. Magnitude means length. Length cannot be negative. So that's why we are not considering negative values here. Hope you have got it. Now we are solving next example. So in this example, alpha, beta, gamma are distinct real numbers, means are scalar, and position vector of 3 point is given to us. This is first point, second point and third point. So position vector of 3 points are given to us. We have to check that these 3 points are collinear, forms an equilateral triangle, scalene triangle or right angle triangle. Now 3 points are given to us. Let us denote that this vector say by a bar, and I am supposing that this is position vector of point A. Let us denote this vector by b bar. Let it is the position vector of point B, and let us denote this vector by c bar, and let it is the position vector of point C. So therefore what we'll get here? Therefore AB bar is equal to, what is AB bar? B bar minus A bar. Try to find out value of B bar minus A bar. B bar minus A bar. So means what we'll get? Beta minus alpha. Beta minus alpha I cap. Then gamma minus beta j cap plus gamma minus beta j cap, and lastly what we'll get here? Alpha minus gamma plus alpha minus gamma k cap. So this is the value of what? AB bar. Now we are finding value of AC bar. AC bar means what? C bar minus A bar. So which is equal to, now this is C bar and this is A bar. So what? Take the coefficient subtraction of I cap. So here we'll get gamma minus alpha I cap plus, then second term will be alpha minus beta j cap plus beta minus gamma k cap. And lastly, let us try to find out value of BC bar. BC bar is equal to what? C bar minus B bar. So its value is equal to, C bar is also known to us, B bar is also known to us. We are taking their subtraction. What we'll get here? Gamma minus beta I cap, then alpha minus gamma plus alpha minus gamma j cap plus beta minus alpha k cap. Now we can observe that AB bar cannot be expressed as scalar multiple of what? AC bar. That's why it cannot be possible that AB bar and AC bar are collinear, means we can say that points are not collinear, isn't it? So now may be possible that either B condition will satisfy C or D condition will, any one of these three options is the correct answer. Now here if you will observe the magnitude of AB bar. Magnitude of AB bar is equals to what? Under root what we'll get here? Beta minus alpha square plus gamma minus beta square plus alpha minus gamma square, isn't it? So this is the magnitude of what? AB bar. Now try to understand here very carefully what is the value of 5 minus 2 whole bracket square and 2 minus 5 whole bracket square. 5 minus 2 is 3, square of 3 is equal to 9. 2 minus 5 is what? Minus 3. Square of minus 3 is 9. Means since these right hand sides are equal, that's why we can say that these left hand sides are also what? Equal here. Means 5 minus 2 or 2 minus 5. Their squares are what? Equal. So here which term appears? Beta minus alpha. Beta minus alpha square or alpha minus beta square are equal. So check whether same term appears here. Yes, beta minus alpha. Means square of these three numbers are what? Equal. This number appears in the first term also, second term also and third term also, means in every vector. Getting it? Now observe gamma minus beta. Gamma minus beta or beta minus gamma, their squares are what? Equal. So gamma minus beta, again here beta minus gamma appears here and here gamma minus beta appears here. Square of these three numbers are also what? Equal. While finding magnitude we are taking square. So either alpha minus beta is there or beta minus alpha is there. Their squares are what? Equal. Just now we have seen that their squares are equal. Again which is the third term? Alpha minus gamma. Again here gamma minus alpha is there and here alpha minus gamma. Square of these three numbers are equal. Same three numbers appears in magnitude of AB bar also, AC bar also and BC bar also. Means what is our conclusion here? Magnitude of AB bar is equal to magnitude of BC bar is equal to magnitude of AC bar. Since the magnitude of these three vectors are equal, means lengths are equal, that's why we can say that these 3 points forms what? An equilateral triangle. Because lengths are equal, length of AB, BC and AC are equal, means these 3 points ABC forms a triangle, and since lengths of all the three sides are equal, that's why we can say that triangle is equilateral triangle. So now let us try to solve the example number 13th. In the 13th example, P bar and Q bar are position vectors of point P and Q. It is given to us with respect to O. Magnitude of P bar is P, magnitude of Q bar is Q. Means 2 points are given to us here. 1 point is P and 1 point is Q. Where position vector of point P is P bar and position vector of point Q is Q bar. R and S divide this segment PQ internally and externally in the ratio 2:3. So R divides this segment PQ internally in the ratio 2:3. So then what is the value of OR bar? OR bar will be equals to 2Q bar plus 2Q bar plus 3P bar plus 3P bar upon 2 plus 3 means 5. This result we are getting applying section formula for internal division. And OS bar, S divide this segment externally in the ratio 2:3. So OS bar will be equals to 2Q bar plus will get replaced by what? Minus 3P bar upon 2 minus 3 is equal to minus 1. 2 minus 3, m minus n means 2 minus 3 is what? Minus n. Minus 1. This result we have got applying section formula for external division. Just simply to replace this minus 1 from the denominator, we are multiplying to numerator and denominator by minus 1. So if we are multiplying by minus, so negative term will become positive and this positive term will become negative. And if we are multiplying to denominator by minus, minus into minus 1 will become plus 1. So not necessary plus 1 in the denominator. vector. Now we are taking dot product of these two vectors. It is given to us that these two vectors are what? Perpendicular. So OR bar dot OS bar will be equals to 0 because these two vectors are perpendicular. So what is the value of OR bar? So it can be written as 3Q bar plus 3P bar plus 2Q bar. Dot, keep it as it is, OS bar. OS bar is nothing but 3P bar minus 2Q bar. On this side 0, keep it as it is. Again observe OR bar. OR bar is this one. So 2Q bar plus 3P bar can also be written as 3P bar plus 2Q bar divided by 5, keep it as it is. Now we are taking dot product of these two brackets. These two brackets are in the form of A bar plus B bar dot A bar minus B bar. Already we have seen its simplification part. Lastly, after simplifying, its value is A square minus B square. So what we'll get here, this 5 is divided on this side. On this side it will get multiply. So 5 into 0 will become what? 0. So remaining part is just take the dot product of these two vectors. So what is square of 9P bar? 9P square according to this result minus 4Q square is equals to 0. After simplifying it, we will get this result. Now this minus 4Q square on this side will become plus 4Q square. So 9P square is equal to 4Q square will be our required answer here. So in this way we can say that A option will be the correct answer. See, in the example number 15, A bar and B bar are unit vectors. So it is given to us that these are unit vector, means their magnitude of A bar is equal to magnitude of B bar is equal to 1. Again, what is given to us that find the Then what is the angle between a bar and b bar? If root 3 a bar minus b bar, b is also unit vector, means root 3 a bar minus b bar is unit vector, means its magnitude is equals to what? 1. It is given condition. Just simply we are squaring both sides. So root 3 a minus magnitude of root 3 a bar minus b bar whole bracket square minus 1, because this is magnitude means this is number. Just simply we are squaring both sides. So on this side square of 1 will be equals to 1. We know that square of magnitude means will be equals to dot product of same vector, or in other word we can say that dot product of same vector is equal to square of its magnitude. So here we will get root 3 a bar minus b bar dot root 3 a bar minus b bar on this side 1, means square of magnitude means dot product of what? Same vector, according to this result. Now already we have seen what is the expansion of such type of terms, means here what we will get 9 root square of root 3 is 3a square minus 2 root 3 a bar dot b bar plus b square is equal to 1. If we are taking dot product of these two brackets, what will the first term? Root 3 a bar dot root 3 a bar will be root 3 into root 3, 3. A bar dot a bar will be a square. Then last term will be minus into minus will become plus, and b bar dot b bar will be b square. Middle two term root 3 a bar minus dot minus b bar will be minus root 3 a bar dot b bar, and here minus b bar dot root 3 a bar will be minus root 3 b bar dot a bar, but b bar dot a bar can be written as a bar dot b bar, and their addition will be twice root 3 a bar dot b bar. Well, here magnitude of a bar is what? 1. So here replace a square by 1. 1 into 3 will be equals to 3 minus 2 root 3, keep it as it is. According to definition of dot product, a bar dot b bar will be equal to a b cos theta plus b square. B square means magnitude of square of magnitude of b bar, but what is magnitude of b bar? 1, so its square will be equals to 1. On this side 1, keep it as it is. 1 1 on both side will get cancelled. Remaining term on this side is 3 minus 2 root 3. Now a and b means what? Magnitude of a bar and b bar, but their magnitude is 1. So here we will get 1 into cos theta, it's cos theta. Cos theta. On this side remaining term is what? 0, because 1 will get cancelled. Minus term on this side will become plus 2 root 3 cos theta. So implies that cos theta is equals to, this term will get divided on this side, 3 divided by 2 root 3, so which is equal to root 3 and root 3 will get cancelled, so we'll get root 3 by 2. So their division will be root 3 by 2. So now if cos theta is root 3 by 2, it implies that theta is equal to 30 degree, or we can say that its value is pi by what? 6. So here 30 degree is given to us, just 30. May be possible that this value is given in degree measure or in radian measure. So here angle between a bar and b bar will be equals to how much? 30 degree. Now let us try to solve the 16th example. In the 16th example, theta is the angle between two vector a bar and b bar. This vector satisfies this condition that mod of a bar dot b bar is equal to magnitude of a bar cross b bar. Again remember that already dot product of two vector is which quantity? Scalar quantity, means here we are getting scalar means what? Number. So we cannot say that a number has a magnitude. That's why on this side this notation can be read as what? Mod. But on this side a bar cross b bar is what? Vector quantity, and since it is a vector quantity it has magnitude and direction. So that's why here this notation can be read as what? Magnitude of a bar cross b bar. But here already it is scalar quantity, one number is there, so that's why we cannot say that number has a magnitude. Its mod will be equals to mod of plus number is, so already you know the definition of modulus function. So well, now here we are applying the definition of a bar dot b bar is equal to a b cos theta, and even if we are replacing mod means we have to take plus or minus, and on this side we will get magnitude of A bar cross B bar according to its definition. It's AB sin theta. AB and AB on both sides will get cancelled. Take cos theta on this side, remaining term on this side will be 1. So sin divided by cos will be equals to tan theta. If I am considering first value of tan theta is equal to plus 1, at that time it implies that theta is equal to pi by 4 means 45 degree, or theta is equals to, if I am considering tan theta is equal to minus 1 means theta is equal to 135 degree means 3 pi by 4. So means either theta is pi by 4 or theta is 3 pi by 4. So here pi by 4 is given in the option, so that's why we can say that B option will be the correct answer here. See, in the example number 17th, we have to find out addition of these three scalar triple product. Here first dot is there, then cross is there, means it is scalar triple product. Here also dot and cross, here also dot and cross appears, means it is scalar triple product. And scalar triple product of what? Basic vector I cap, j cap, k cap are unit vector along x, y and z axis, which are called as basic vectors. So let us, already we have studied about cross product of basic vector and dot product of basic vectors. Here dot and cross appears means we are finding scalar triple product. So according to definition of cross product, I bar cross k bar, sorry, j bar cross k bar, j bar cross k bar is how much? I cap. So here I cap plus j cap, keep it as it is. Cross product of I cap and k cap, I cap and k cap, clockwise direction is there. If direction is anti-clockwise, at that time value is positive, and if direction is what? Clockwise, at that time value is negative. So here cross product of these two vector will be equals to minus j cap plus k cap, keep it as it is. I cap cross j cap, I cap cross j cap is equal to k cap. So dot k cap. Even we know that dot product of same vector is equal to square of its magnitude, means I bar dot I bar is square of magnitude of I bar, but I bar is unit vector, so its magnitude is 1, plus into minus is 1, j bar dot j bar is 1, plus k bar dot k bar is also 1. Here plus 1 minus 1 will get cancelled, remaining term will be 1. So C option will be the correct answer here. See, in the example number 18th, A, B, C be the distinct non-negative numbers. These are non-negative number, it is given to us, and these three vector, first, second and third, these three vector lie in a plane. Lie in a plane means these three vectors are coplanar vector. Using this, we have to check that C is arithmetic mean, geometric mean or harmonic mean between A and B, or its value is equal to 0. So now we know that if vectors are what? Lie in the same plane means vectors are coplanar. At that time value of their scalar triple product means box product is equal to 0, and box product can be find out using what? Determinant. So in the first row, write down the elim coefficients means components of I cap, j cap, k cap from the first vector, that is A, C. From second vector minus 1, 0, 1, and from the last vector C, C, B. Let us simplify this determinant. So therefore A into, here we will get 0 minus C will be equals to minus C. Here plus A is there, so take minus A, delete this column. B minus C, so here we will get B minus C plus C into, delete this column, C minus 0 will be equals to C. On this side 0, keep it as it is. So here A into minus C is minus AC, minus A into B will be minus AB, minus into minus will be plus A into C will be AC, and C into C will be equals to C square. Okay, so now let us check which terms will get cancelled. Plus AC and minus AC will get cancelled. So what result we are getting here? C square is equal to minus AB on this side will become plus AB. So this is the condition. If this condition is satisfying, that C square is equal to AB, at that time we can say that C is what? Geometric mean between A and B. Already what is the meaning of arithmetic mean, geometric mean and harmonic mean you have studied in sequence and series in class 11th. See, in this 19th example, A bar, B bar and C bar are given to us. I have modified the question because corrections are there in textbook. So here minus is not printed, and here also instead of minus plus is there. Well, so here three vectors are given to us, and d bar is a unit vector such that a bar dot d bar is equal to 0 and b bar box product of b bar c bar d bar is equal to 0. This question is to find out unit vector d bar which satisfies these two conditions. So let us make the use of first condition here. So solution, so we have to find out d bar. Let us denote here d bar. Later on we will find out its magnitude along d bar, because d bar is a unit vector. So first find out, better way denoted by capital D bar. First find out d bar, and unit vector along d bar is denoted by what? Small d bar. So here I am supposing that d bar is equal to xi cap plus yj cap plus zk cap. Now it is given to us that a bar dot d cap will be equals to what? 0. A bar dot d bar, better we denote it by d bar. D bar is equal to what? 0. This dot product is equal to 0. So value of a bar is also given, d bar is also given. So we are finding dot product of these two vector. So product of coefficient of I cap is x. Okay, we are finding dot product of these two vector. Product of coefficient of j cap, minus 1 into y is minus y. Here term of cap is absent. Its meaning is that its coefficient is 0. 0 into z will be equals to 0. So on this side 0, keep it as it is. This equation we have got using first condition, that dot product of a bar and d bar is equal to 0. Now we are using second condition, that box product of these three vector is also equals to what? 0. Box product of which three vector? B bar, C bar, D bar. Means in the first row write down coefficient of I cap, j cap, k cap from which vector? B bar. What are the coefficient here? 0, 1, minus 1. 0, 1, minus 1. Why 0? Because term of I cap is absent. Then coefficient from C bar. C bar are what here? First write down coefficient of I cap, that is minus 1. Term of j cap is absent. What is coefficient of k cap? 1. And lastly D bar. What are the coefficients here? X, y, z. Let us simplify this determinant. Now 0 into any term will be equals to 0. Here plus 1 is there, so we are taking minus 1. So delete this column, minus z minus x. So minus z minus x. Here minus 1 is there, so write down minus 1 as it is. Delete this column, minus y minus 0 will be minus y. On the right hand side 0, keep it as it is. Let us multiply by minus to both the term in this bracket. So what we'll get here? X plus z, and here minus into minus will become plus y is equals to 0. Now according to first condition, x minus y on this side will become what? Plus y. So if I'm replacing this y by x, so here replace y by x from which equation? From this equation. X and y are equal, so replace y by x. So z is equal to x plus x is what? 2x. 2x on this side will become minus 2x. Now we have got two conditions, that x and y are equal. X means what? Coefficient of x. Y means what? Coefficient of j. And z means what? Coefficient of k. So now let us check which option satisfies this condition. So what is x here? 1. What is y here? 1. And x and y are equal. This condition is satisfying. And let us check whether coefficient of k cap means z is what? Minus 2x. Here what is x? 1. 1 into minus 2 is minus 2. Yes, here these conditions are satisfying. Here not satisfying, here also not satisfying, and here also not satisfying. So here we can say that our conditions are satisfying, that here x and y are equal and z is twice of x. Now let us try to find out its magnitude, because we are finding what? Unit vector. So what is magnitude? Under root 1 square plus 1 square minus 2 square. 1 plus 1 2 plus square of minus 2 is 4, means 2 plus 4 is 6, so root 6. So this will be the unit vector along what? D bar, or this will be the required value which satisfies all the condition in this example. In this case, it is given to us that these three vectors are non-coplanar unit vectors. Non-coplanar means this three vector does not lie in the same plane and satisfies this condition, that vector triple product is equal to b bar plus c bar upon root 2. Using this, question is to find out angle between a bar and b bar. So on this side we are applying the definition of vector triple product. So here already we have seen how to remember this definition. 1, 2, 3 denote first vector by 1, second by 2 and third vector by 3. So what is the result? 1, 3, 2 means a bar dot b bar into c. A bar dot 1, 3, 3 means what? C bar into 2. 1, 3, 2 minus 1, 2, 3. A bar 1 is a bar, 2 means b bar into c bar. On this side it can be written as 1 by root 2 b bar plus 1 by root 2 c bar, just separately dividing by root 2 to both the terms. Now if you'll observe both the side contains the terms of what? B bar and c bar. Here also both the side, this side also contains the term of b bar and c bar, and both means this side is also the linear combination of b bar and c bar, and this side is also the linear combination of b bar and c bar, and both the linear combinations are what? Equal. Its meaning is that coefficients of b bar are also equal and coefficient of c bar on both sides are equal. As it stands, question is to find out angle between a bar and b bar. That's why we are considering this term, because here a bar dot b bar appears. So we are comparing coefficient of c bar. So what we'll get? Minus a bar dot b bar is equals to 1 by root 2. Just comparing coefficient of c bar, we will get this result, which implies that take minus on this side. So on this side we'll get minus 1 by root 2, and on this side, according to definition of dot product, a bar dot b bar will be a b cos theta. So which is equal to cos theta is equal to what is a and b? Are magnitude of a bar and b bar, but a bar and b bar are unit vectors, so that's why their magnitude is 1. So 1 into cos theta is cos theta. On this side 1 minus 1 by root 2, keep it as it is. So this implies that since value of cos theta is minus 1 by root 2 means greater than 90, and 1 by root 2 is what? The value of 3 pi by 4 means 135 degrees. So in this way we have got theta is equal to 3 pi by 4. Cos theta is minus 1 by root 2 and theta is what? 3 pi by 4. Means here A option will be the correct answer. In this way we have completed all the 20 example given in the question number first. Now in the next video we will start question number 2 from miscellaneous exercise.